body showed that she was beaten. Yes. So let me, without further ado, I have some guests in the building today that we would also want to honor, but thank God that they are living. And they are people who have gone through and would want to share their story briefly. So first, they say ladies first. We have Mrs. Olaide Kayode-Omosebi.
That's your name sounds very familiar. Where do I know that name from?
Good morning.
Yes, that is my wife. We have Mr. Tayo Olaide here.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
And we have Mr. Wale Ibiduni, who is Mr. Tayo's uncle, who came to give us some moral support.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Firstly, I would want to...
I started my business and it was terrible. Being a startup entrepreneur in Lagos, the worst experience. Terrible. And at a point, we had to move into my parents' home and we're living there. I was literally not able to provide anything for my wife and my kids. And that was when the insult started. First of all, she would begin to tell me lies about because me, I would go out, my car would run out of fuel on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Area boy would help me to push it. I would tell area boy I don't have money. I would say, please don't beat me. Area boy would tell me, okay, Twiley, they will help me park the car. Anyway, all of that happened. What I'm trying to say is, in essence, is I was struggling, so I could not provide. She knew and I had warned her, and I said, see, you are here, let's be happy that my parents are even able to give us food. Then I'll come and hear any terrible thing that my mother did to her. And when she was telling me those things, I'll say, are you sure my mom is? Yes, I'll now go to my mother and start insulting my mother. I can't take this, you can't respect my wife. Later, somebody among my relatives told me, they witnessed what had happened, and that was a lie. And I confirmed from 2 young teenagers that were living in our house that she had actually been lying to me. So I stopped responding like that, and that's why she began to physically attack me. So in my parents' home, that was where I sustained the first slap. Then I said, how can you slap me for a disagreement? And she slapped me back. And then the ceramic tray, ashtray on my head, got spotted. I had to be rushed by him to the hospital.
That's my uncle.
That's
uncle.
He has been here. He had to rush me to the hospital. They stitched my head. That hospital was where our babies were born. So they knew us. So when I said it was her, they said, only one tutu. I said, it's not tutu anything. So then we went back. Within a few weeks, another altercation. She's always the first. She will hit you. These eyes. People keep asking me, Mr. Shonagbe, what happened to your eyes? Red eyes, blood clot in your eyes. I will say, something is a lie. She punches me in the eye. That's what she does. She's very quick. She's almost like a trained boxer. I don't know. Because I can't ever block it. I never see it coming. It's always like that. And then slaps and all that. I would only push and slap back. She knew that because I've always said I work with white people, and one thing I learned from them was this issue of beating up anybody, I would never do it. She knew that and she played on it. So long story short, this thing continued. In the kitchen, she attacked me, kitchen knife. I still have the injuries till today.
Oh, wow.
Stitches on my head, stitches on my elbow. Then the family house was sold, we moved, I didn't have money. My father paid for the rentals. She used that man to insult me as soon as we got there. Your daddy is paying your rent. See, your brother has his own house. You don't have anything. Oh, Lola. I want to say one thing she always says, because I want to talk about psychological abuse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lola, oh, Nile, oh, Nile, oh, the. For those who do not understand the language, you don't have money, you don't have a house, you don't have land, and you call yourself a human being. In front of my kids, she will say that to me. Then she will go into the compound and say the same thing when we got to this new place. So I didn't get support when I was down. I almost had an accident. I would come and tell her, she didn't want to hear. And everything I've continued to experience was physical attacks. It went worse. She would, I don't know if I should say this, I have to, she needs it. She would excrete in a paint bucket in the house because she did not agree that the toilet was clean enough for her, even though the rest of us were using the same toilet and we washed it all the time and it was clean. It wasn't sparkling white, but it was okay. She would not. She would excrete in a paint bucket in the sitting room and cover it up there and urinate in it. I never understood why she did that, but she told me when they were struggling, when their dad died, that was how they suffered and all. Well, this is not where your dad died and all that. But she would do it. Then when she was angry, she would carry that and be trying to pour it on.
Oh my God.
Oh my
To
God.
point on you.
The DSV had